I've been trying for a long time to get this card to work, and I think with the new Mega Lucario EX, we finally found something that works.
Control players denied.
Hey Control Nation, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Dr. Red. One of my favorite cards in the format that I've never been able to get to work properly, at least not without any serious consequences, is Garganacl EX. It's a Stage 2 340 base HP Pokemon, and it has the ability Salty Body. This Pokemon cannot be affected by any special conditions, so Monkey Dory's Confusion, you don't have to worry about it. But it also has Block Hammer. For 1 fighting and 2 colorless energy, it does 170 base damage, effectively 2-shotting everything in the format except for a few Megas or Pokemon like Gardevoir EX that have resistance to fighting. And the effect states, during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 60 less damage from attacks, so it has an effective 400 HP. But we're going to go a step further and attach Rocky Chestplate. The fighting Pokemon this card is attached to takes 30 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon, giving it an effective 430 HP. So how do we get this thing energized? We have Mega Lucario EX. For 1 fighting energy, 130 base damage. It states, attach up to 3 basic fighting energy cards from your discard pile to your bench Pokemon any way you like. And to get the energy in the discard pile, we're going to use Lunatone with the ability Lunar Cycle. Once during your turn, if you have Solrock in play, you may discard a basic fighting energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Draw 3 cards. You cannot use more than one of these abilities per turn. So basically, ideally, you're going to be going turn 1 to get your evolution for turn out of the way. Hopefully, you'll have Riolu. You attach an energy. Also, hopefully, you'll have Artisan to get down Nacli, Solrock, or Lunatone. If not, it's okay. Just wait for your next turn. Then turn 2, you're going to evolve. Hopefully, you can use Lunar Cycle, get some energy flowing, and then attach it to a Nacli on the bench. We also have 4 copies of Fighting Gong. Search your deck for a basic fighting energy card or a basic fighting Pokemon to help us out in this regard. 2 rare candies to help get Garganacl out even faster. If the 170 isn't doing it for you, or if you really need to hit something big with Orajab, we have 4 copies of Premium Power Pro. This is an aggro control deck, of course. In case we're facing any nasty ability mons giving us a hard time, we have a single copy of Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon EX, the ability Cornerstone Stance to prevent all damage from attacks done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon that have an ability. And also we have Prime Catcher for our A-Spec of choice. This comes in really, really handy if you damage something with Lucario, your opponent retreats, you want to finish it with Garganacl to set up the tank. 2 copies of Ultra Ball to that end to find your evolutions. We have 1 copy of Air Balloon. This is going to go on Mega Lucario EX for the free retreat. Keep your energies, bring up Garganacl, go to town. 3 copies of Iono in case our opponents get some really high hands, such as with their Lily's Determinations. We have 4 copies of that. 1 copy of Super Rod to get any KO'd Pokemon back into the deck that we need. That's pretty much it. If you want to try to take a jab at improving this deck with your own taste, I have a couple solutions for you. We have Shuckle with Fermented Juice. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has any grass energy attached, you may heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon. That could help anything, especially Garganacl, to make it 120 above effective HP, etc. Psyduck if you're afraid of Dusknoir. Monkey Dory if you want to move the energy back off of Garganacl onto your opponent to help it with a KO. You could pair it with Premium Power Pro, for example. You also have the Baby Garganacls, Bless Salt. During Pokemon Checkup, heal 20 from each of your Pokemon. Energizing Rock Salt Garganacl. You can attach a basic fighting energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon and then heal 30 in the process. Then we have the new one in the Mega Evolution set. Powerful Assault. Attacks used by your fighting Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponent's active. We also have Relicanth. This would be extremely effective. Nacli's Retreat Lock can buy you a lot of time. So if you have Garganacl EX in the active and you can't attack because you're not energized, etc., use Relicanth so you can memory dive. You can access the Retreat Lock on Nacli. Switch would also be good. We have 2 switches in this deck. It's well, in a way, we have Prime Catcher and a copy of Air Balloon. So if you want the other formal switch, go ahead and add this one. Calamitous Wasteland, the retreat cost of each non-basic fighting is 1 colorless more. Crispin, if you're going to go ahead and use Shuckle or Monkey Dory, you might as well put Crispin in to get 2 basic energy cards, attach 1 from Crispin, and then 1 for turn. Hilda, this can help you get any evolution mon and an energy, fighting energy, just to attach, in case you can't find any fighting gongs. Also, Zoroark's Machinations, your opponent might get some pretty big hands if you're retreat locking, and also, again, with Lily's Determination, so that can make their life miserable. Heavy Baton, this is for Garganacl EX because it is a 4-star retreat cost Pokemon. When it's KO'd from damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, move up to 3 basic energy cards from that Pokemon to your bench Pokemon any way you like. This could set up another Nacli or Knuckle stack on the bench. You don't have to keep using Lucario to recycle the energy. Also, you can just use Ignition Energy. It counts as 3 colors energy, so just attach a single fighting and then wait a turn and then attach this guy to Garganacl. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and also we have Neo Upper. If you want to forego Prime Catcher, just attach this to Garganacl for turn instead of having to constantly use Lucario. And then we're back to the beginning. Real quick, I just noted that Nacli has the retreat lock. It's right there, corner. Also want to say thank you very much to the Arborists. These are the channel members. Thank you so very, very much, everybody, for your support and encouraging me to keep up this control style work for you. It really energizes me. And thank you also to all the Discord members who keep the conversation going with your creative builds. Hope you all enjoy the content today, everybody. The first matchup is against Cynthia's Garchomp, and it demonstrates the ideal setup. How do you actually want to play this deck, this archetype with Lucario? It is in there. I'll make note of it in the chapters. I kept the Pidgeot Control battle in because I wanted to demonstrate just how flexible the deck is with recycling. LGM kind of runs amok a bit, but we take care of it. And then I wanted to showcase the Nacli retreat lock strategy, so I kept Ceruledge in. That's how we get our victory there. Hope you enjoyed, everybody. Please take care of yourselves. Peace. Okay, so we're going first here. We're facing Cynthia's Garchomp. I'm going to go ahead and get Nacli down for evolution. I'm going to play Rocky Chestplate. Fighting Gong will get me an energy. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay, 1 Mega Lucario. Okay, that's fine. We'll go here. And we pass. All right. Good first turn. Let's see what our opponent does. We're going to play Artisan. They get a Gibble with the Galaxy Foil. They bench Toadschool. That's bad for us, but we can make it work. They attach a Fighting Energy to Gibble. They played Lilies, shuffle, draw 8. Okay, and they pass. Premium Power Pro. Let's Artisan. We'll get a Lunatone down. Okay, let's just go ahead and Iona them. We get Soul Rock and Mega Lucario and a Fighting Gong. Let's go. Okay, we'll go ahead and get an energy. We'll use Lunar Cycle. We get Garganacl. That's awesome. Okay, I'll attach the Air Balloon to Mega Lucario. I'll attach to Knuckle Stock. And we'll go 130 Aura Jab. This is exactly what we want to do with Garganacl every single match as much as we can. Lucario gets something. Aura Jab. And then we're charging it up. All right, this is great. And we get boss's orders off of the prizes. That's even better. He plays Artisan. Let's assume he doesn't mess up our hand. We evolve into Garganacl. We attach for turn. We retreat. Depending on if he evolves something, we just boss KO it. And we set ourselves up with the tank. Plus 90 HP. Artificial HP. He's going to Arvin. All right, so our hand's not going to get messed up. He gets a Fighting Gong and a TM Evo. Okay. Guessing that's going to be for a basic energy. Okay, so let's see. Yep, basic energy. There it is. He attaches it to Gibble in the active with the energy. There we are. He's going to TM Evo. He wants Roserade. Yep, and a Gabite. We're going to boss KO the Gabite. Alright. Attach to Garganacl. We're going to retreat. We'll use Lunatone just to get some more cards in our hand. Chestplate plus Prime Catcher. That's awesome. Alright, we'll bring up the Gabite. And now we have 430 HP Garganacl EX in the active, ready to go. Artisan with a Prime Catcher as well, so if something happens, we can just Prime Catcher up it on the bench. Now, Garchomp is tricky because with the Cynthia's power weight, that'd be a 3-shot, but we're not taking as much damage. Plus, we have Lucario on the bench for backup, so it's fine. They're going to play Hilda. So they bench another Gibble. They get a Gabite and a Neo Upper. They evolve into Gabite on the bench. So it looks like what they're going to do... Yeah, they're going to go ahead... They get another Gabite. They have the Neo Upper. So let's see here. We could Iono it after we use Prime Catcher. They have a Gabite in the active. They attach... what is that? I can't even think straight. Fighting Energy. Roserade, we're weak to Roserade, but he's not attacking with it. Oh, he's going to retreat into the Gibble. Leave it at that. Okay, so let's go ahead and Prime Catcher up this guy who has the energy attached. Bring up Lucario. We're going to retreat back into Garganacl. And we're going to Iono away the Neo Upper. He could find it again anyway with another Hilda, but we're going to take that chance. Another Garganacl with an energy. We're going to attach an energy to Lucario just in case we need to use Mega Brave. Then we're going to Lunar Cycle. Ultra Ball. Let's see here. Going to get another Nacli. 2 energies in the discard. Yeah, okay. And then we'll just block Hammer. Another Riolu. Okay. Pushes the Gabite. He's getting plus 30. He gets the Garchomp. Does he have the power weight? The 30, 330, yeah. So we're 2-shotting it right now. Yeah, okay. There we are. 3-shotting it now. He's going to Artisan. 100 plus 30 minus 90 is 40 damage. He's going to pass on the Artisan. $260 plus 30 is 290. He's hitting us for 200 if he had the Neo Upper. Okay. He has a free retreat on the Garchomp, so he can just put something else in, but if he's feeling like, I don't know if he's feeling, okay, there's the Arven. So unless he has Neo Upper in his hand and he's waiting to show it, it looks like he's just, is he just going to get Earthen Vessel maybe? 3 energy in the discard. 5 trainers. 3 Pokemon on the bench. It's Counter Catcher and a Power Weight. If it's Nacli... Okay. Well, he's going to attack. Gonna Night Stretcher back a Gabite? No, he wants a Rosalia? Yeah. Okay. Is he gonna attack or retreat? He's gonna Counter Catcher up. Mega Lucario. Okay. He's gonna Corkscrew Drive. Draw 2. Okay, so I could Mega Brave him. Attached to Nacli. 3 shotting. Yeah, so then I have 2 energy. So what I could do, I think I'm going to set up another Garganacl. Check guard is on real quick because his prize map is 322, it looks like. I got another chest plate. Okay. Let's go ahead and research. I got the chest plate. I got 2 premium power pros. Let's go ahead and use those. 330. Yeah, 190. Yeah, let's just Aura Jab. All right. So now I got 2 fully charged Garganacls on the bench with rock chest plates. A free retreat on the Lucario. It's not going to be hard to get Lunatone and Solrock out of the active. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the perfect board state of what you want with your Mega Lucario Garganacl EX deck to look like. Pretty much hitting for weakness is like the worst that could happen. So like hitting with Roserade here, but I mean the tank makes up for some of that. Not much of it. 80 times 2 is 60. Yeah, so it'd be making up for over half of it. Okay. But then again, if it powers itself up, which it does, so it'd be 110, 220 minus 90, so it would be 120. Okay. They do the power weight on the Gibble, Buddy Poffin. And they fail it. They're going to Corkscrew Drive us for 130. Not going to draw. It is our turn. We have a Solrock. And they concede. GG's. Perfectly well played. That's how you play Lucario Garganacl. GG's to our opponent. Okay, we're going first, and it's a mirror match. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get Riolu down for turn. I'm also going to go ahead and risk it by getting Nacli down for turn because I want to lose determination. Or I could also just top deck a Garganacl. That'd be nice. Either way, that's fine. Yeah. He's going to Fighting Gong himself. Get a Fighting Energy. It's a Mew with the Nest Ball. Okay, they get rid of 2 fighting with an Ultra Ball. For an Okie Dokie. Yes, that's an interesting selection. Adrena Power. If this Pokemon has any Darkness Energy attached, it gets plus 100 HP and its attacks do 100 more damage. So basically, it's, yep, there's the Luminous Energy. Lucario can charge it up. So it's in a fellow tank. They're going to boss up the Lunatone. All right. Nacli. We'll get a second Nacli down just in case. We're going to go ahead and Lilies. All right. Let's go ahead and use Lunar Cycle. Ogerpon can help us with Okie Dokie. I think we'll attach to Riolu and just let it sit there. We can use Fighting Gong to get Lunatone out. We also have Garganacl to evolve. That's very nice. Okay, they have the Air Balloon on Riolu. I'd like to save that one for Lucario. Okay, they get the... get the energy on Okie Dokie. They research away a Clefairy and an Ultra Ball. Okay, it looks like they're going to KO the Lunatone. Yep, there it is. Okay, Riolu. Nacli. All right, we'll go here. All right, let's see. Let me double check something. Yeah. We could go ahead. We could accelerate. Let's just go ahead and Arven. Get an Ultra Ball and a Rocky Chestplate. We have a Nacli in play. We'll get rid of the Nacli and the Artisan. We'll go ahead and find Mega Lucario. Attach this to Garganacl. We're going to go ahead and just get rid of the Okie Dokie. Nothing else has anything attached to it. Even if he has Mega Lucario, so be it. We got another Lilies. So next turn we can Aura Jab and charge up the Garganacl partially. He gets the Mega Lucario EX with the gold background. All right. Awesome. He's gonna Fighting Gong. A Fighting Energy. He's going to Hilda, get an energy and an Evolution Mon. Gets another Mega Lucario, but no energy. Okay. He's going to Ultra Ball. Get rid of said Lucario and a Fighting Energy for an Okie Dokie. I'll just Aura Jab for 130 and attach 2. Yeah. Oh, 2 to Mew and 1 to Okie Dokie. All right. Premium Power Pro. Let's just go ahead and use them all up. Hit this thing as hard as we can. I'm going to Lilies. Okay. Got a Knuckle Stock. All right. Let me check some. Yeah, Lunatone. Let's go ahead and Nice Stretcher the Lunatone. So we can draw, and then we'll just go ahead and Aura Jab while energizing the Garganacl. Exactly what we want to do. Awesome. 220. Okay. So you can attach an energy and use Mega Brave. or bring up the Mew. That's fine. They're going to use Premium Power Pro themselves. Also, too. Okay, so it's plus 60, plus 90, plus 120. All 4 of them going on. Plus, they're going to switch into Mew. Why are they doing that? They don't have an energy. They're going to restart. Okay. Riolu. Yep, they're just going to retreat back. And yep, that's right. They're going to retreat back into Lucario. Otherwise, they can't use the Premium Power Pro. They're going to attach for turn to Riolu. 250 on Lucario with the Aura Jab. Okay, we're going to bring up the fully charged Garganacl. We have 5 cards. They have 2. Rocky Chestplate. Let's put that on Knuckle Stock for the theming. Although you could just as easily put it on Ogerpon. We're going to Iono them down to 2. Put that on Knuckle Stock. Let me see here. I think we'll go ahead and get an energy. We'll just hold on to it for now, I think. All right, 170. Now we have our 90 HP tank onto Garganacl. So we're at 430 HP total. 90 HP left over. The Rock Chestplate plus the Block Hammer. 60 less damage effect. They play Nest Ball. So if they want to hit us with Mew, it's going to do just 110. They put down Fez and Blood Moon Ursaluna. They use restart, then they use flip the script. We have Prime Catcher for game if they just feed us, you know, a one prizer. All right. They attach to Riolu. Do they have Lucario? They have a research. They get rid of Boss's Orders, Switch Riolu, and Black Belt's Training. There's the Mega Lucario. They're going to try to come up and hit me, I bet, with Mega Brave. They attach a Bravery Charm to Blood Moon. Here comes the Lucario. They're going to hit me with Aura Jab for just 40. Wow. Okay. Well, they do get one attached on the Blood Moon. If that was 270 minus 90, that would have hit me for 180. He still could have two-shot me, but it is what it is. All right, we'll bring up this guy. We will attach for turn, and we will retreat into the Garganacl and hit our amount of HP. 340 on the Fez. GG's, everybody. Okay, looks like we're facing a Pidgeot Control of some kind. We have Artisan. I like Riolu. I like to get Nacli down. We'll leave it at that. All right, we're gonna retreat into Riolu. Just end our turn. All right. He's going to accompany Flute me. There's a Soul Rock. He's going to put it down. That's great. Thank you for that. He's going to Artisan for himself. Gets a Fan Rotom. He's going to Fan Call. Gets another Pidgey. Benches it. Plays Team Rocket's Petrol. This is all out Blitzel's build, it looks like. Handheld Fan, or one based off of it. Okay. Light Stretcher. Alright, let's go ahead and do Mega Lucario. To get this thing out of the way, we are totally okay with just... Whoops. We're fine with just, you know, having to do what we have to do here. Let's get Nacli down for evolution for turn. Let's do a quick deck. We got... Okay, there we go. Alright, we're good. Okay, I need an energy. I have one in there. Put this here. Put the Chestplate on Nacli. And we're going to Aura Jab. This on the Nacli. He's probably going to put it... He's probably going to put the energy on Lunatone. That's fine with us. No, he puts it on Nacli? Thank you. That is awesome. He probably doesn't realize what we're doing. He thinks it's just a regular old Nacli for Retreat Lock. Brings up the Pidgey. Plays Team Rocket's Petrol. Does he have... Oh, Grand Tree. Okay, that's for the Pidgeot, no doubt. He's going to play Artisan before he uses it. Puts another LGM down. He can move this anyway if he wants. Okay, he gets the Pidgeotto onto the active. Gets the Pidgeot onto the active. He's going to Nest Ball for a Pheasantipity. Okay. Jaws 3. Plays Accompanying Flute. Misses everything. He hasn't used Quick Search. He's going to bench Chi-Yu. Attaches a Prism to the Chi-Yu. He's going to mill 2 off of me, okay? Well, if he mills an energy, he does not. He gets rid of Premium Power Pro and Fighting Gong. Got a Lunatone. All right, we'll put this here. I am so grateful for that Grand Tree because now we can just go right into Garganacl. I like keeping... Yeah, I'm going to get a fresh hand of 7. We got it. Got what we needed. Let's go here. I'm not even going to bother drawing. Maybe I should. Do I want to do that? Yeah, why not? Okay. And we're going to block Hammer. 170. He can mill 2, but still. He's going to Grand Tree again. He's going to have 2 Pidgeots in play? Nope, just the 1. Okay. Well, we're probably not going to take damage, but at least it's nice to know we have a 90 HP buffer. He's going to penny up the Chi-Yu. Yep. I'm guessing it's Elgium. There we are. Attaches the Prism to Elgium. He's going to use Slight Shift. We have 2 energies in hand. Puts one on the Lunatone. That's fine with us. He doesn't have a Handheld Fan. I'm going to go here. I'm going to preserve that energy, and we're just going to take the KO. And we're going to go ahead and get a Premium Power Pro. That'll be good if he wants to put Chi-Yu back into play. We have 1 energy in the discard. Yeah. Jaws 3 with Fez. He could Zerosic us. We'd be fine. I mean, we have what we need. He's going to play Artisan. Does he have another Elgium? He has a Dedenne. Gets his other Pidgeot. Okay. Must have been in hand, not in the deck. He's going to use Quick Search. He attaches Handheld Fan. Let me see. He's minus 30 on me, so I'm 140, 140. I'm two-shotting the Pidgeot. I don't really know if I want to. I'm going to anyway. All right, we have the energy. Force him to move it. He can move it to Lunatone if he wants. It's charged up. Not that we're going to use it. Yeah, we're just going to cook the Lunatone. I also have Night Stretcher to get that energy back. Then I can just attach. If he, I mean, he might stay there. I don't know. Pretty much, we're just going to attach, retreat, do what we have to do. He's going to boss something up. What's it going to be? He wants the Soul Rock. He's going to do a quick search. He's going to play Redeemable Ticket. Switch out 6 prizes for 6 cards in the deck. The top 6 cards. He has 8 cards in hand. 8 cards we have to deal with. 8 cards that might have a Zerosic. Brings up the other Pidgeot. He's going to pass. Okay. We top deck one of those. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and just retreat into the Garganacl. Let's double check our deck real quick. Make sure we have what we need. We don't want either of them. We have 2 boss, a Prime Catcher, 3 energies, and a Night Stretcher. Perfect. All right, let's just go ahead and hit this guy. He plays Lana's Aid, no doubt, to get back Elgium. Yep. So if we find 2 bosses, we just hit the Pidgeots. We have the energies, although with Slight Shift, that's going to make things hard. Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do. Okay. Riolu, we're going to Night Stretcher, get an energy. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and take the KO again. Soul Rock. Okay. He plays Palpad. He gets Lana's Aid and Boss's Orders. He's going to flip the script. Yep, he's going to Zerosic us. That's fine. We'll get rid of this. Let's get rid of Premium Power Pro. Well, do I want to do that? Yeah, I at least have one more in the deck. Guess he wants to get, because he wants to bring back Chi-Yu. And I can't look at my deck now. It's bugged. I can't see my deck. Oh, there. I had to right-click it. Never mind. Okay. So I can left-click my opponent's deck. Okay, so it is. All right, whatever. All right, brings up Elgium again. Gonna Slight Shift onto the Lunatone. Top deck of the year. Let's go. I'm gonna Lilies and draw 5. We got Power Pro and 2 energies. Okay, we should... And Boss's Orders. We have Game in Hand. Okay. So not showcasing the tanking part of this deck, just the versatility once it gets set up. Although we did have help with the Grand Tree. We had the element of surprise there. With the Nacli being the Garganacl. He draws 3 with Fez. Lana's 8 again. 2 Elgiums and a Psychic Energy. He plays Lively Stadium. Once again with the Elgium. If anything, this match shows that you can... As much as I'm a control player, I hate saying this, you can beat Pidgeot Control with it. Okay, is he gonna move Garganacl onto Lunatone? Yep, there it is. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead. We'll attach to Garganacl. Prime Catcher up Pidgeot. With the Garganacl, we'll do Premium Power Pro just for the sake of it. The original amount, and we will say GG's. Okay, we're facing off against something with Monkey Dory. We are going first. This is great. It's probably Guardy, which resists us with the whole minus 30 bit, but that's okay. We'll make it work. We can always just retreat lock something with Nacli as a backup plan. And we're going to end our turn. He's going to play Artisan. No, we're facing Ceruledge. Okay. Attaches the Legacy Energy to Charcadet. He's going to get rid of Carmine, Research, 2 Jet Energies, and a Ceruledge EX with the Professor's Research. He's going to Nest Ball for a Lunatone. Gets rid of a Research and a Jet Energy with Ultra Ball. Gets a Squawkabilly EX, okay. Benches the Squawk, plays the Fighting Gong, gets Soul Rock. Benches the Soul Rock, plays the Fighting Gong, gets the basic Fighting Energy. He'll use Lunar Cycle to discard it and draw 3. Plays Earthen Vessel, gets rid of a Fighting Energy. Gets into Fire Energy. Plays Pal Pad to get two Researches back in to the deck. Plays Squawk and Seize to discard Night Stretcher and 2 Fire. And he passes. Okay. Alright. We're going to use Lucario. I like the Iono here. I'm giving him 6 cards, but I don't really want to get HS. Alright. We got Knuckle Stack. Go ahead and discard 1. Get a Lunatone and a Rare Candy. Let me check something. I think I'm going to put a Nacli down just in case we want to retreat lock something. Alright. So I can't even KO the monkey, but that's okay. Put this on the Knuckle Stack. I am one-shotting Ceruledge, though. So if he wants to bring up Ceruledge, and not KO me, I can just attach this guy. Alright, he uses Lunatone to get rid of 1, draw 3. He attaches Luminous to Monkey. Gets rid of 2 more energies with Ultra Ball. He's got 10 in there. There's his Ceruledge. Okay, so Ceruledge is 30 plus 20 more for each energy. He's going to put 30 in there, so he has to hit 310. So that's 200 plus 30, so 230 plus another 20 is 250. Plays Ultra Ball. Gets rid of the Luminous and the Fire. He gets a Soul Rock. Abyssal Flames hits me 310 exactly. Wow. That stings. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to have to retreat lock with Nacli. Bring up Monkey. We'll go here. Get an energy. We'll discard. Draw 3. Energy and a Gong. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to do this. Jamming Tower not in effect. Tools are not in effect. Okay. He has 10 cards left in deck. We might win here. Attaches a Fire, but he can't do anything with it. He Lunar Cycles away a Fighting for 3. He's going to Ultra Ball away 2 Carmines for a Charcadet. Okay, he has 8 cards in hand. He's going to evolve into Ceruledge on the bench. He's going to pass. Okay, we got another Nacli here. Put that there. Let me Fighting Gong, see what I have. Yeah, I'll get one of these. Garganacl. We have Prime Catcher. Okay, so if something happens, we can Prime with use Prime Catcher with Arven. We got Garganacl. All right, so we can evolve him. All right. So we retreat lock the Monkey Dory. They're going to Lunar Cycle. Discard a Fighting, draw 3. And they concede. GG's. The backup plan worked, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more control style content, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'm your host, Dr. Red. Please say a prayer. The world is crazy. Until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Peace.